It's funny. Business English can sometimes feel like a completely different language than the one you learned in school, right? You are definitely not alone in feeling that way. In the professional world, the rules of communication just kind of shift, and honestly, it can be a real challenge to keep up.
And let's be honest, it can be really intimidating. I mean, whether you're sitting in a meeting, trying to write the perfect email, or just making small talk by the coffee machine, there's this constant pressure to sound professional and, confident. It's totally normal to feel a bit overwhelmed by it all. But here's the thing, and this is probably the most important idea we're going to cover today. The goal isn't to sound like some perfect, flawless native speaker with a massive vocabulary. No way. The real goal is just to be understood, to get your ideas across clearly, and to feel good about it while you're doing it. So, to make this all super simple and practical, we're going to break down all our tips into two main areas. First, mastering your input. That's what you read and listen to. And second, mastering your output. That's what you actually say and write. If you can get these two things right, I promise you're going to see a huge improvement fast. Okay, so let's start with input. It makes sense, right? Before you can produce great professional English, you need to be consuming the right stuff. This is all about building that strong foundation. Okay, first things first. Forget about learning random vocabulary lists. The single most effective strategy is to focus on words for your specific field. I mean, if you're in finance, learn finance words. If you're in marketing, learn marketing words. It's just so much more targeted, efficient, and best of all, you can use it right away. So, where do you find this amazing industry specific language? Well, these sources are absolute gold. Publications like the Wall Street Journal and The Economist are just packed with the kind of professional language people use every single day. And oh, LinkedIn, it's a gold mine for articles written by experts in your exact field. Now, knowing the words is one piece of the puzzle, but hearing how they're actually used in a real conversation, that's crucial. A fantastic tip for this is to watch TED Talks or interviews with business leaders. But listen, don't just put it on in the background. This is about active listening. Pause the video, repeat what the speaker is saying. It feels a little silly at first, but it's a brilliant way to nail your own pronunciation and rhythm. Okay, so we've been working on our input, filling our brains with all this great stuff. Now let's talk about the flip side, your output. This is the practical part, your emails, your presentations, your everyday conversations. When it comes to writing, especially emails, there's a simple, really powerful rule to remember. It's called the 3 Cs. If you can master these, your writing will instantly level up and become so much more professional and effective. So what are they? First, be clear. Use direct language. Get straight to the point. Second, be concise. Look, business people are busy, right? So don't waste their time with extra words. And finally, always be courteous. Politeness goes a long, long way in a professional setting. And wow, this example just says it all, doesn't it? Look at the before version. It might be advisable to consider arranging a meeting. It's just so passive and wordy. Now look at the after. Let's schedule a meeting. Boom. It's clear, it's concise, and it's confident. That's exactly what we're aiming for. All right, let's switch gears and talk about speaking. I know, for a lot of us, this is the scariest part. But you know what? Real confidence often just starts with knowing how to kick off a conversation. A simple greeting is your launchpad. And you don't need some super complicated, fancy opening. This phrase right here is perfect, especially for beginners. It's polite, it's direct, and it gives all the info you need. My advice? Practice this out loud until it feels totally natural. Memorize it. This little sentence is your key to starting any professional introduction. Okay, you've got the foundations of input and output. You're building that base. Now, let's kick it up a notch and talk about some more advanced techniques to really polish your skills. If you're ready to go to the next level, these are the tips that are going to make a huge difference. So, what's the single fastest way to improve your speaking skills in business English? It's something you can do all by yourself, and it is incredibly effective. And the answer is record yourself. Yup. Grab your phone, hit record, and practice a presentation or even just talk about your day. It's going to feel a little weird at first, I get it, but listening back to yourself is without a doubt the quickest way to find those little areas you can improve. So when you're listening back to that recording, and yes, you have to listen back, what should you be listening for? Well, a few key things. Check your speaking speed. Are you going too fast, too slow? How's your clarity? Are your words clear and easy to understand? And here's a big one. Listen for those filler words, the ums and uhs. And finally, check your intonation. Do you sound engaging or a little flat?
Okay, here's another pro tip. Learn from the best. Find a really well-written email or a great LinkedIn post from someone you admire. Your mission is to rewrite it, but in your own words. The goal is to keep that same professional structure and tone. It's like you're reverse engineering great communication, and it's such a powerful way to learn. Phew, we have covered a ton of ground, from input strategies to output techniques. But here's the truth. All this knowledge is totally useless without action. So let's talk about your first step. The one thing you can actually do today. Look, the biggest secret to getting better isn't trying to do everything all at once. That is a recipe for burnout. The real secret is to just start with one small change, one new habit practiced over and over again. That's what leads to big results. So what could that one thing be? It could be anything. Maybe today you try to use one new business phrase in an email, something like, let's circle back to this. Or maybe you just commit to reading one single article from the Harvard Business Review. Honestly, the specific action doesn't matter as much as just the act of starting. So I'll leave you with this question. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. What is the one new word or phrase you've picked up that you can commit to using in a conversation or an email? Just one. Start right there.